Okay, folks, and how do you light your stove? Here I've got a selection of lighters, two types of stoves, an alcohol and an Optimus Flex or Flux. It's a little foldable gas stove, or rather a big gas cylinder. And we have some various lighters which we can use. First of all, just got this. It's another little sparker. Then we have a brass sparker, an Optimus clicker, a USB lighter from Amazon, the Soto torch, which I can refill from almost empty gas cylinders using their adapter, generic lighter, and a box of Degtukai, which is Lithuanian for matches. I got this sent over from my wife's godson in a ration pack. I usually keep these in a waterproof case. Don't know how waterproof it is now. The seal seems to have got a bit flat. I'll probably put in a new seal. They're only for backup. First of all, I am going to be a bit stuck with some of these because I'm having to use them with my left hand. My right hand, although I can move it, I can't turn it into a fist, and it's quite hard to use my thumb. So in a minute we'll begin. Okay, I just had to get my glasses. As you can see on this, it does show how it's supposed to be clicked. Okay, we'll turn this around so I can use my right hand to switch it on, and as usual, don't do this at home, kids. So there's the sparker, sparking away. Turn on the gas. Bit pants that. Don't think we'll be using that for gas. Here's my well-used brass sparker. Let's make sure it's working. Yes, it is. Turn on the gas. Oh, very well done. It works. Just turn that off. Now, here we have the Optimus sparker. I have one of these at my sister's in Scotland as well, but it's a no name, and to tell you the truth, it actually works better than this. This usually sits in a pot with the Optimus stove, and you would think that the Optimus stove would be able to get lit by this. Let's have a look. There we go, we're clicking away. Oh, it worked that time. It's a sort of touch and go. You can be clicking for ages. Let's try it again. Yep. Depends obviously how close we can get it to the flame. So we'll call that, we'll put that one over next to the stove as a success. If you hear any noises, the dog came in, so we'll see what happens there. Next one, we have the USB. Turn it on. We've got a charge. Well, just extend the wand. There we go. And it works. And we'll leave that one as well for trying it out on the alcohol stove. No brainer, this one. This is the Mega Super Duper torch from Soto. Right away. This thing is great. It's just a pity I can't carry it on the flights. I think I'll order one to leave at my sister's with its gas filler. That'd be handy. Now everybody's emergency lighter, just don't get them wet because then they tend to break. So let's see. Yep, it works. And finally, matches. 2 hands. Go like that. Put it out. That works. So let's put the stove aside for a minute. Put my Dig Tuki back on there and bring in, we'll try the Trangia today. If it works on these, it'll work on the carbon felt and the wadding type stoves as well. So we'll just move it along there a bit away from the phone. Yeah, we should be able to see that. I've got it on Trangia mess tin lid. You will probably notice that this isn't Trangia, the top. The burner is a genuine Trangia. The simmering comes off a no-name thing. It's just that it's got this handy little handle. You just need to bend it up a bit so that it'll move easily, and then it's so much easier to simmer, as you can see. So we'll put this to one side, and that's to snuff it off. As you can see, the lid's, it's had alcohol in it for quite a while. I might have to renew that seal at some point. The burners don't need pricked, they're fine. Okay, so yet again, the little sparker. These seem to be single use at the end of the day, as you can't replace the flints, which is a shame because they're quite nice. So I'll just keep these for emergency, I think. No, it's not reaching down. Let's put a little bit more alcohol in there. And see what happens. Oh, wrong way. Nope. I'm not very impressed with that. It didn't work on the gas stove or the other one. Nope, we've given it a shot. Now for the other sparker. Which usually works. There we go. Yep, sets it off. We'll just snuff it out before it blooms. Now, the USB. Will this work? Don't want to get it wet. Oh yes, it does. The Super Duper torch from Soto. Oof. Yeah, that works. Now the lighter. Now this isn't a full Trangia at all, so yep, it works. Is it? There it goes, nice and blooming. Of course, this test Probably wasn't fair on this little sparker as the Trangia was cold alcohol. Now it'll have heated up a little bit. But anyway, the matches. One of my pet hates is dropping the matches into the burner. I hate that. So there we have it ready. Yeah, it's heated up, so the fumes are there. But the match would have set it off anyway. So let's try this again. Yeah, it worked once the sparks got to it. So we'll consider that an emergency item. Plus, I'm using my left hand, not my right. If it was my right hand, it would probably work better. Now for this thing. Some people have said you can stick it in, dip it into the alcohol, and then it will create a little torch. Don't do that, it breaks them. Probably only work because the alcohol is vaporizing. But in an emergency, that's fine. So, which one would I use? First of all, this is my go-to for everything. I always carry one of these. I have quite a few of these, and I'll have them in my emergency kit. They're quite light. This isn't that heavy. It all fits inside. I'll replace that seal because it's not sealing very tightly now. I'll put on a thicker seal and that will keep that one going. This one, I only carry it with the Optimus stove. I don't consider that it's reliable. I would only carry this as a backup. Now, probably a bunch of you are going, oh, what about flint and steel? Yeah, flint and steel. It's a faff. Yeah, they produce sparks, just like these do. But the results are sometimes even worse than this. If you like that sort of thing, on you go. Personally, I'd go to either the USB or the SOTO or a lighter or even matches first. The sparkers are for last resort if there's nothing else to go to. I prefer stoves that don't have built-in lighters. In Scotland I have a SOTO, I can't remember which one it is, and it comes with either built-in lighter or without a lighter. I bought it without the lighter. I can always get matches or a lighter from somewhere, and I always take a backup. I don't rely on just one. I could run out of gas for this. I could get this one wet. I could get these wet. I could run out of charge on this, and I tend to prefer to not take too many things that require a charge, as I take one battery pack. Okay, so that's a little bit of fun with fire today, although don't do it at home. Do it on a well ventilated space. I've got the window open. Preferably do it outside when you're out walking, and I will be once I'm out and I've got this brace off my neck. Thanks for watching, everybody, and I'll catch you all later. Goodbye.